Okay, these are the items that we're gonna be using to remove the rust first. Use a little putty knife, okay, small wire brush, big wire brush. I got a little blade to remove whatever else I can get with the putty knife. And a little screwdriver just in case I have to push some heavy pieces or chunks of rust. I got some tape that I'm gonna be using to tape the newspaper so I don't get the rust converter all over the door and stuff. Got some sandpaper that you can buy. Little brush to take off the rust, and a little rag also to remove every bit of rust that we have left. Then I got some paint over here and the rust converter. So let's go out there and start working. Okay, look, you can see over here I have removed some of the rust, and I have actually tried to go all the way in to where the rust kind of stops. So I removed most of the rust. Some of the rust is coming back because I removed it a few days ago, and but that's okay because we get the rust converter. I apologize for any extra noise that you might hear, including a dog barking and stuff. But like you can see here, it's pretty bad. I have removed most of the heavy rust off, but also you can see down here that it's kind of eating this part, which I'm gonna have to weld this afterwards. Or I can do it before, but I just want to get this done before it starts snowing and stuff and it gets worse. But I'm gonna show you, like, if you can see over here, this is heavy rust that I'm gonna be trying to remove with the screwdriver or the putty knife. And over here on this side you can also see some of the heavy stuff. So let's try to remove that. Also, one more thing, make sure you see how over here it's kind of bubbling up. Well, there's rust underneath that, so you gotta make sure you get all of that. I have got most of this stuff out. Got some scratches up here, so I'm gonna have to get most of this paint off and then apply the rust converter and then apply another coat of paint. So I'm gonna keep busting some rust. Okay, see how it has a whole bunch of rust? Well, don't worry too much about getting all the rust off. Like most of the stuff that I did over here, I got most of the rust off. Since we have the rust converter, what we want to make sure we're doing is we're getting all the big and loose chunks of rust. So with the wire brush, just try to get in there real quick. Let's see. So just go over with the wire brush, and then we'll be applying the rust converter. So I'm gonna keep going and show you what I have after I'm done. Okay, it's time to try out the rust converter. Unfortunately, I should have done this a long time ago, but I didn't, so I cannot eat inside, and that's really bad. But this is supposed to change this into a black color. So this is going to change black, and then afterwards I'll apply some paint. So let's check it out. And if you don't get it on the first coat, you have to apply multiple coats of the rust converter. So I'll do all the door and show you what I got. You can already see it turning black. Now you can see a little bit of the difference from where I have applied the rust converter and over here where I haven't applied the rust converter. Over here I have only put one coat of rust converter, and over here nothing. Over here I have put 2 coats, so it's already a lot darker. It has already changed the rust a little bit. Okay, gonna finish this project up. Okay, one thing that I forgot to mention was if you can afford a grinder, then it's gonna be a lot easier to remove that rust. Obviously, I don't have a grinder, so I couldn't use it on the video. But if you can buy one, then it would be a good investment. Also, you can use paddings to wax your car and do other things to your car and stuff. So I would suggest to get a grinder if possible and get good sandpaper. Make sure you don't get a really heavy sandpaper. Otherwise, you're going to be removing way too much of the metal of the car instead of just removing the heavy rust. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will post all the links for all the items that I used in the video, and also for the rust converter. So just check the description box and you will find all the links for all the items. Thank you very much, and go ahead and remove that rust before it gets worse.